welcome to the vlog. Hello, happy Thursday. I was like, what day of the week is it? I woke up this morning, eyes opened, and immediately got to it today. Washed my face, brushed my teeth, got straight to the office, and then I started looking at my emails, answering a few of those, and then I had a I keep calling it voiceover, voice acting audition that was due at 9 a.m. So I had to do that, got that in a little bit early, which is fabulous. I don't have any intentions of becoming a voiceover animation, what is it, voice actor? I mean, it'd be really cool. I've talked about how I've wanted to do it for a long time. It's not like my main goal, but like I would love to do it. And sometimes I've gotten some opportunities to audition. Haven't booked anything yet, but maybe one day, we don't know. We're keeping a hand in every bucket. And yes, today is going to be a really fun day. I'm just doing like a pretty chill home vlog. I am currently soaking. I'm sitting next to a big pot of some meat that is soaking. These are oxtails that are soaking in water to draw out all the impurities, and I'm going to make, this used to be my favorite Korean dish. Also, I'm coming at you with pajamas that are like stained with toothpaste. I'm going to change really fast, I promise. This was my favorite Korean dish growing up. I would say it's still in like my top 3, and I haven't made it from scratch in at least a couple years. I've been living in this house for almost 4 years now, which most of the people that I meet out in public are like, I fell in love with your channel when quarantine hit, which was like about 4 years ago. Which, if you guys didn't know, I moved into this house literally the week that stay at home kicked in. Obviously, I did not know that was coming, and obviously I did not plan that, but I vlogged a ton during that time, and I feel like a lot of you guys found my channel during that time because we were all looking for some form of entertainment, and a lot of us turned to YouTube and TikTok for that. So if you've been here for 4 years, hi! I think I've only made this dish once while living in this house, and I haven't made it again since. I do crave it randomly, and I'll order it from a local Korean restaurant, but I just have to say, it's not nearly as good as homemade. And I don't know why I don't make it more often. I'm making a ton today because I'm going to batch it out and freeze it because it's cold out, and it's like such a delicious Korean comfort food and meal. Yeah, I'd say it's in my top 3 favorite Korean dishes now. Like, I love, this is called gory곰탕. I think it's also called soritang. I think that's what it's called. Soritang? Sokoritang maybe? But my mom always called it gory곰탕, so I'm calling it gory곰탕. And yes, it's basically like oxtails made with a delicious broth, and then it has Korean radish in it, and it's so comforting. It like warms the soul. And I was going to do Mangchi's recipe, which you guys, if you don't know who she is, she's a Korean icon. But I'm actually gonna do my mom's recipe today, mix in a little bit of my own flair, and then see how that is. And if I feel like next time I want to do something different, I'm gonna do Mangchi's. But I was with my mom yesterday, and she talked me through how to make it, so I'm going to follow her. I guess I'll make this a step-by-step if you guys are interested. I've definitely done this on my channel before. I used to make this a lot when I lived in my apartment, and it was just like it's so good and delicious to make. So yes, I guess step 1, I bought oxtails at the Korean grocery store. You can get oxtails at pretty much like every grocery store. And I am soaking them in water for 30 minutes. And that's just going to draw out all the impurities, all the blood. I'm gonna dump this out, and then I'm going to put fresh water in here and then throw it on the stove. And then we're going to cook that for like 30 minutes and then dump that water out again. And then we're actually gonna start making the broth. So it's just a lot of like pulling all the yucky stuff out. My mom said you don't necessarily have to soak it first before doing the boil and dump again, but I personally like this step. I think it just makes everything a little bit more tasty. So I'm soaking this. I only have 3 minutes before I have to dump this out and then put it on the stove, but I do have a couple of meetings I have to jump into this morning, so I'm actually gonna soak mine for like an hour, but that's totally fine. So yes, step 1, soak the meat. As I said, I am about to jump into some meetings. I made myself an iced matcha with almond milk, vanilla sweet cold foam. My God, that was a tongue twister. I really want to make eggs for breakfast, but we have 0 eggs in this fridge. I have some eggs in the outdoor fridge, but someone is here working on the garage, so I can't get to that fridge. So I have to wait for my eggs till later. So we're having some matcha. Everybody 5 sips of water. And as I said, I have a couple meetings I have to jump into this morning. I've got meetings kind of sporadically throughout the day. I want to go to Pilates later, but I got waitlisted for the class, so I'm TBD on that. If I don't go to Pilates, I'll just go to the regular gym. And I have a lot of things I need to clean up around the house. I have to unpack from the shoot that we did earlier this week. I have to unbox all the boxes, just tidying up everything. So can't wait to take you guys along on a very boring day in my life, but here we go. I've got a little bit of time. Let's go upstairs. Let's get out of these toothpaste soaked pajamas and get to our meeting. All right, ready, right on time. Let's jump into our first meeting of the day. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Good morning.
You look like a nautical princess.
Oh my God, that's the shirt idea.
Okay, meeting number 1 is done. Now on to meeting number 2. Here we go. Meetings are done. It went from one meeting to the next meeting to the next meeting to the next meeting, and I am officially finished. It's now 12 p.m., 11 p.m., so it was like 2-ish hours of meetings, but feeling productive. I didn't have the last hour scheduled, but I just feel like always things go over and then I get new ideas and I want to talk about them. So that is done. Let's go work on that meat down there. All right, back in the kitchen. Time to get the meat going. So I'm going to drain. The house is a mess. I feel like I swear I clean every day and the house just doesn't get clean. Dump all this yucky water out. You see why this step is imperative though? Oh my God, almost lost one. Wow, it looks so much cleaner already. Maybe I shouldn't have worn my new sweater for today. Okay, now we refill with water and we put on the stove and we bring to a boil and then reduce to a simmer for 30 minutes. Woo! Also now the garage guys are gone. Let me sanitize this area and then go get the eggs. All right, it's fully lunchtime now and I went to the garage to grab the eggs. I have here some eggs. Beautiful. A whole dozen blue eggs, which I love the blue eggs, you guys. The yolks are just so orange and delicious. So I was trying to think what sounds good to make for lunch and what do I have? And I went to H Mart last night. If you guys missed the last vlog, go check that out. That's where I got all the stuff to make today's meals. And I figured why not do 24 hours of eating Korean food on this vlog, because nothing is better than going to the Korean grocery store and getting a bunch of delicious Korean ingredients and then making delicious food with it. So for our meal today, I'm going to make some kimchi. Well, actually, I don't have kimchi, I don't think. I might, let me go look. Okay, yes, update. I don't have actual kimchi because to be frank, I'm not like a huge, I love kimchi, don't get me wrong. I just don't like old kimchi, like the really fermented sour kind. I like really fresh kimchi. And so I don't have any kimchi right now. But what I do have is my favorite panchan, which are these ones. This is a seasoned dried radish. So it's kind of very similar to kimchi. It's got that like delicious saucy spiciness. So I'm gonna use this to make my fried rice. Did I say I'm making fried rice? I'm gonna make a kimchi-ish fried rice. So I have here the radish. I'm also gonna add in some gochujang to add some delicious spicy flavor, a little gochugaru, which are the pepper flakes, as well as I have some broccoli. So I'm gonna add in some as a nice little veggie addition. I have garlic, I have some fish cake, I have pork belly. I was thinking of maybe doing spam, but I feel like that's a lot. So I'm gonna do this and this. I've got green onions, I've got regular onions. I'm gonna find any other veggies that I have to throw in, and then I'm gonna top it with the fried eggs. So I'm gonna put on my headphones and get cooking because I wanna get in the zone, and I'll show you guys it when it's all done. Amazing, see you soon. I am back, lunch is made. I did the fried rice. We have the broccoli in here, onions, garlic, fresh green onions, the green onions, like the white part I cooked up, pork belly, fish cake, fried egg on top. 10 out of 10. Okay, the meat has been boiling and it is in some gunky looking water, so I'm gonna strain it now. Yum. Woo! And I'm gonna clean this pot out because it's got all the gunk in there. Okay, now I rinsed the meat, put fresh new filtered water into the pot and put the meat back in, and now we're gonna start the actual soup process. I'm also gonna put away the leftovers from lunch because we have quite a bit left over. Hello all, updates on the soup. It's almost 4 p.m. now. Actually, I'm just having a little bit of coffee because I got tired. Hitting that midday slump, so I'm having some iced coffee. The soup is looking great. Basically, it's just been simmering for the past few hours. The water did deplete quite a bit because obviously it evaporated, so I've just been putting new water in, but that's all I've done so far, and I feel as though I should get started on adding everything else in so it can actually add flavor, because right now it's just been the meat and the water, which is fine. We're kind of making like a bone brothy moment with the collagen and all the stuff coming out of the bones, but in another little pot over here, I'm gonna get sauteing up my garlic, my ginger. My mom actually said she likes to saute the bones before she puts it in the water, and I completely forgot, so we're just gonna do it like this. All right, let me get my green onions. I've got my pre-minced garlic, and then I'm just gonna do a little bit of ginger, and we're gonna chop this all up. Okay, on the ginger, you always need way less ginger than you actually think you need because it is strong. I'm just gonna go with this little piece right here, chop off all the outside. You can also use a spoon to do this if you'd like. And I'm gonna saute this up because my mom sautés hers, but I'm pretty sure you can just add it in if you wanna just add it in as is. All right, I'm gonna chop all this up really nice and finely. I'm also gonna do a whole bunch of green onions, and I'm just gonna do the white part and then save the green for garnishing, but like here down, I'm gonna chop up also. I'll be back. All right, sauteing that up. And also wanted to note, sorry, I'm also listening to my podcast while talking, so I might be yelling, but I've been skimming off all this like foam and stuff that floats to the top for the past few hours as well. Right on top. Beautiful. Oh my God, you guys, it is delicious. Okay, flavorings, I added salt and pepper to taste. I did a little bit of soy sauce, a couple splashes of soy, a little drizzle of sesame oil, as well as maybe like 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar just to sweeten it up a little bit. And then I also added in my Korean chicken bouillon powder. And oh my God, I think I did like maybe like a 1/4 cup of that, like a good amount to add a lot of umami. And oh my God, it's delicious. It's so, so good. This is definitely not the traditional way to do it, but I mean, it tastes amazing. And now I'm gonna let the meat sit in there for the rest of the time, maybe like a couple more hours until it fully softens up and like falls off the bone. And then all we need to do is just boil the radish, which my mom does it separately because she said that she feels like if you boil the radish in the soup, it changes the flavor of the soup. So we'll boil that separately. And then I'm gonna chop up a couple onions. This is my onion from earlier. So this one plus another onion, and then we'll put that in at the end so it doesn't fully disintegrate, but it is bomb. All right, I am now going to go continue cleaning and I'll catch you guys later. Hello. Okay, I unpacked everything from the shoot. Cal's upstairs folding laundry, so I'll put that away later, but the house is very clean. The soup is almost ready. It's almost dinner time. Here is the nice clean house and the soup is cooking. I put the onions in and it's like pretty much ready. I've got the radish cooking over here, and then I personally am gonna have a few rice cakes instead of like regular rice with mine. So I'm boiling those in the back in this cute little heart pot. So adorable. But the radish is cooking up here. I'm gonna do mostly radish because I love Korean radish so much. It's like one of my favorite things in the world and very filling and honestly very nutritious for you. I love it. All right, soup is served into the bowls. I've got mine with a few little rice cakes, and I'm gonna do our radish right in there. Oh. So this is called moo, or Korean radish, and you boil it. It gets really nice and soft, and then it will soak up all the flavors of the soup. I will just eat this plain and boiled. Truly, it's been my favorite since I was a kid. I did a good amount of radish in mine. I'll just do a few in Cal's. Traditionally, the broth is like super clear or more like milky. This soup is really high in collagen. It's delicious and like, you know, a really nice healing soup. I bet if you're like breastfeeding or sick, this is really good soup too. Again, I put a little bit more flavor in mine. Also, it normally comes very saltless. So oftentimes if you order it at a restaurant or you order delivery, they'll give you like a little thing of salt on the side. I salted the broth enough, but usually it'll come with salt. And then we have fresh green onions here. I'm gonna put a lot on there to add some nice fresh zest and flavor and liveliness back to the soup. And then I'm gonna serve it up with some panchan, and that is dinner. It looks so good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little fresh cracked pepper. Come try the broth with me. Here's yours, here's mine. Then we need a little fresh pepper.
Oh, that's mine.
There you go. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. All right, you gotta try the broth. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That is so good.
That's bomb.
And then you can see the radish is soft, so you can cut it with your spoon.
Mmm.
Oh, hot. Oh, really hot.
It is hot.
Oh my God, hot. Mmm. God, I love radish so much. Wow, that's so good. We're gonna watch Suits and enjoy. So good, right? Your rice is over there. It seems to be raining. Just a little bit this morning. Hello guys. Okay, it's actually quite some time later. I realized I'm editing this vlog as we speak. I never really ended it, and it kind of just like ended on a random note. So I figured I haven't vlogged today. I'd pick up the vlog camera and just like take you with me on the rest of my Sunday night. All the food that I made in this vlog was so good, and actually I'm having Korean food again for dinner tonight. Perfect time to pick up the camera. Cal's actually at H Mart right now grabbing me some groceries because tomorrow we're filming an episode of Cooking with Remy. You guys will see that later on, and I'm doing a couple Korean inspired recipes, so we need some stuff for that. So he's there picking up my groceries for me, and I am home editing, and it's Sunday night, and I thought I would just take you guys along with me on my Sunday night-ish routine. You guys know this year I really wanted to get more into a routinely schedule, routinely basis. I've talked about this before. I've said how I'm not really a routine person, and I wanted to become more of a routine person this year. We're about 21 days into January, and I've realized I am just not a routine person. At least when you think of a routine, where like you do the same thing every day or every week or whatever it may be. Just because my schedule's always changing, I'm traveling for work stuff, I always have different work stuff coming up, projects I'm taking on, all the things. And quite frankly, sometimes I just don't feel like doing the same thing every day or every week or every month or every year, whatever it is. But I have figured out a new routine-ish, open, loose schedule for myself. I actually got a comment recently on a vlog when I was talking about wanting a routine, and someone was like, I'm also an Aquarius and I hate a routine. And I was like, maybe that's just a thing. Speaking of which, it's Aquarius season. But yes, I'll take you guys along with me tonight for the very loose Sunday night routine that I have. I so far have already cleaned the house today. Mondays are my big work day, and we're usually filming in the kitchen and things, so I want to have the kitchen nice and clean on Sunday nights to have a nice start to my morning. I'm someone who likes to clean at night so that in the morning it's nice and clean. I hate cleaning in the morning. I feel like waking up and coming down to a messy room or a messy kitchen or something just stresses me out. So we've already got a very clean kitchen here that we're working with for tomorrow. I also spent a couple hours upstairs cleaning my closet up, putting all my laundry away, making sure everything is clean and organized. I also haven't told you guys this yet, but I'm redoing our room, which I'm really excited about. We're coming up on 4 years of living here, and I feel like I've tailored the house to be kind of exactly what I want, except our room is the one room in this house that I haven't really touched yet. And obviously my room is the place that I spend like a lot of my time in. Sleeping, hanging out, waking up, all the things. When we moved in, I had absolutely zero direction of what I wanted to do with the room, and I kind of just like threw some stuff up there, and it's been fine. So we're in the midst of redoing that. I'm gonna do a whole main channel video on that. But all to say, my Sunday night routine begins by me cleaning the entire house or cleaning up anything that I need to clean, doing laundry, etc. And then I'm usually editing vlogs, so here I am doing that. And I just have to say, I found about this recently. If you guys are content creators, which I feel like probably a lot of you are, whether you do TikToks or YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and you have an external hard drive, which you should always be working off an external hard drive, you guys. It's so much better for your computer, and it's so good to have everything backed up. If you work with an external hard drive, you know that when you walk around the house or if you're moving your laptop here or there and it just simply like bumps it, you're at risk for losing things, you're at risk for like having to wait for it to restart and do all the things. I'm gonna link this down below. It's a little sleeve. It's just a sticker with like a fabric sleeve back here that you slide your external hard drive into, and my goodness, this is the best thing that I've gotten for my computer or my workspace in so long. I'll link her down below. But yes, I'm editing the vlog. Cal will be home with my groceries soon. He is picking up something that I want to make for dinner, so that's why I'm waiting too. So yes, I'll update you soon. Happy Sunday. And then also on Sunday nights, I go ahead and refill all of my little vitamin, supplement, PCOS things in their little cases. These ones are labeled by the day, so I just have them here for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through Sunday. Now I've got like 20 minutes before Cal comes home and I need to go take a shower. I have really old dirty hair. I've got so much like slick stuff in here. So let's go take an everything shower. Welcome to the bathroom. Okay, I'm going to turn on the shower. For my hair, especially when I have a lot of buildup of products. I think the last time I washed my hair was like Wednesday. It's been a while. Worked out a lot, it's gotten sweaty, it's got dry shampoo, it's got a lot of stuff in here. So I'm gonna use the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Triple Detox Shampoo. This one's almost out and she's very dirty, but it's great to get all of the product buildup and all the things, you know, up here in the hair out. And then I'm also gonna obviously shampoo, condition, and then do a treatment. And I'm gonna do this Star Gloss Shine treatment from Day. I'm also gonna shave, wash the body. This shirt definitely has like food all over it, so we're gonna put on some fresh pajamas as well. Perfect timing. Cal just got home. I finished my everything shower. I did my skincare, and then I lathered my body up with body cream. This one is from Claudia Sulewski's new brand called Cyclar, and you guys, it is phenomenal. First off, like the actual jar itself is so heavy. Like this could be a weapon, truly. And the cream itself is so amazing. It's thick, but it doesn't leave you feeling sticky at all, but it moisturizes like none other. A very, very faint scent. Honestly, yeah, very faint, and I've been really liking it, so wanted to share that. This thing is just like heavy duty. Cal's home. Thanks for going. Hello, babe. Thanks for going to the grocery store. I got a hankering for these right here. Ningyan. If you guys haven't heard of this before, it is cold Korean radish noodles, or like cold noodles with like a radish broth. It's So good. And honestly, does not take much time to prepare. It's already 8 o'clock, so I'm kind of late on dinner, but this very much went with the theme of today's vlog, so I'm just gonna prep it with you guys. This is like the pre-made one, and this is what I really wanted, and I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna have this along with, we have, ooh, I kind of want to make kimchi pancakes. We have some leftovers. We're just gonna make like a mishmash dinner, which I feel like often happens on Sunday nights. I also lately, this is so random, but I've been really wanting to make a meatloaf. Never in my life have I made a meatloaf, but I think meatloaf gets a bad rap. I think it's delicious, but I've never made one. So I might make one. If anyone has a good meatloaf recipe, let me know. But noodles, you just open this pack, and then in here, you've got 2 of your broths, 2 packs of noodles, and then my favorite part, the hot mustard. Okay, for our kimchi pancakes, it's super simple. This is a great way to use up leftover kimchi if you have kimchi just sitting around and you know, it's getting all fermented and sour and you wanna use it up. You can also make kimchi jjigae, but I love kimchi pancakes. You're just gonna do equal parts flour and equal parts water. And then you need kimchi. You can also add in a little sugar, a little sesame oil if you want. I've got a pan back here getting nice and hot. So I did a 1/2 cup of flour, so I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup of water. A little bit of sugar, maybe like a teaspoon or so, not much at all. A little splash of sesame oil. Water's coming to a boil behind us for the noodles. Whisking up all the clumps out of the flour. I'm gonna do a good amount. I like to chop mine up into like small bits. All right, then you just mix it all together and your mixture is gonna turn this like reddish orangey pinky color. Got it nice and hot. Little oil right down there. Spoon in our batter. You wanna get it nice and thin so it can get really crispy. All right, once you start to see the outside edges kind of crisp up, woo, come on. All right, over here in our bowls, while the pancakes are cooking and the water is boiling, I have ice cubes, just little ice in the bowls, and I'm just going to pour my broth over. Again, this is made to be served cold. And then typically on top, you know, you could do like seaweed, you could do cucumber, you could do like a hard-boiled egg, but I already have some pre-made eggs that we're gonna have. So I'm gonna skip that and just do some cucumber, but let me try. Oh my God, it's so flavorful. The noodles are only gonna cook for 40 seconds, so I'm just gonna cook it in the water, throw it into the ice bath after 40 seconds, and it's pretty much done. All right, for the leftovers, as I was saying, we have some leftover tteokbokki from a few nights ago, and then you wanna make sure you take some kitchen shears and cut the noodles up because they are long. As I said, today I'm doing some cucumber as well as the hot mustard, which you can really put this on yourself after. One more little part of the dinner, we have our kimchi pancakes, which I made a lot, and it yielded 2 big, 1 medium-sized pancake. And you can always just save the leftovers and put them in the fridge and, you know, pan fry them again, air fry them as a nice little snack. All right, we had dinner. That was so good. It's now 8:42, and normally now I would unwind by having my Sleepy Girl mocktail and then reading up in bed on my Kindle for a bit, going to sleep, but I just got so tired. I'm just gonna go to bed right now. So I'm just gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.